లో కలుద్దాం. Relation. Okay, so it is between the two roots. What we did is sum of two roots is 0. That is one problem we did. We did one root is twice the other root. The ratio between the roots is 3:2 something. We did these three problems where the relation is between two roots. Now we are going to solve the equations where the roots are connected by some relation, all the roots. Okay. ఇప్పుడు వరకు మనము రెండు మూలాల మధ్య ఉన్న సంబంధాలను బట్టి సమీకరణాన్ని సాధించాము. ఇప్పుడు అన్ని మూలాల మధ్య ఉన్న ఏదైనా సంబంధం ఇచ్చినప్పుడు దానిని ఎలా సాధించాలో చూద్దాము. ఒక ప్రాబ్లం ద్వారా దాన్ని చూడండి మీరు. లెట్ us do with the help of a problem. This is exercise 4B. Fourth problem. Solve the equation (8x cube minus 36x square minus 18x plus 81 is equal to 0). Given that the roots are in AP, arithmetic progression. Okay. See, here these two roots are connected by some relation alpha plus beta. Here also two roots, here also two roots. But whereas here, if you see all the three roots, the relation is between all the three roots. How many roots are here? Only three, no? So the relation between three roots. What is the relation? They are in AP. మూలాలు అంకశ్రేణిలో ఉంటే ఈ ఇచ్చిన సమీకరణాన్ని సాధించండి. ఇచ్చిన సమీకరణం ఏంటి? 8x cube minus 36x square minus 18x plus 81 is equal to 0. Okay. Now let us see. Let the roots be alpha, beta and gamma. What do you mean by AP? They are in AP. Given the roots are in AP. That means the difference between the successive terms is same, is it not? Successive terms are beta and alpha. The difference between beta and alpha is equal to the difference between gamma and beta. What is AP? The difference between their successive terms is equal. So our successive terms are these two. So the difference between beta and alpha is same as the difference between gamma and beta. That is what AP says. So this implies 2 beta is equal to alpha plus gamma. This is the relation which we are going to use here to solve the given equation. అర్థమైందా? ఇది మూడో తరగతి సమీకరణం కాబట్టి మనకి ఎన్ని మూలాలు ఉంటాయి? 3 మూలాలు ఉంటాయి. ఈ 3 మూలాలు ఎలా ఉన్నాయి? అంకశ్రేణిలో ఉన్నాయి. అంకశ్రేణి అంటే ఏంటి? ఈ మొదటి రెండు పదాల మధ్య ఉన్న తేడా తర్వాత రెండు పదాల మధ్య ఉన్న తేడా గురికి సమానం అవుతుంది. కాబట్టి బీటా మైనస్ ఆల్ఫా ఇజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు గామా మైనస్ బీటా అవుతుంది. ఇక్కడ నుంచి మనకి ఏమొస్తుంది? 2 బీటా ఇజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఆల్ఫా ప్లస్ గామా. ఇది మూలాల మధ్యనున్న సంబంధం. ఈ సంబంధాన్ని ఉపయోగించి మనము ఈ సమీకరణాన్ని సాధిస్తాం. ఈ సమీకరణం నుంచి మనం ఇప్పుడు a0 a1లు రాసుకుందామా? a0 is equal to 8, a1 is equal to minus 36, a2 is equal to minus 18, a3 is equal to 81. అవునా? ఇప్పుడు now we have to write S1 and S2. Okay, what is S1? S1 is alpha plus beta plus gamma. This is equal to minus a1 by a0 minus a1 by a0. a0 is 8. ఇది ఎంత అవుతుంది? 36/8, 36/8. 4 9s 4 2s, that is 2, 9/2. What is this? Alpha plus beta plus gamma. Now look at this. Alpha plus gamma is equal to 2 beta. So in place of alpha plus gamma, you can write 2 beta plus beta is equal to 9/2. Okay, using this one, relation 1 in this. Okay, that means 3 beta is equal to 9/2. This implies beta is equal to 3 by 2. So, one root is 3 by 2. Now, you can either solve this by using synthetic division. Let us see. This is 3 by 2 is one root. Write the coefficients 8, minus 36, minus 18 and 81. Okay. Write a 0 here. 8. 8 into 3 by 2. 8 into 3 by 2 is 12. Right, 12 here, minus 36 plus 12 is minus 24, minus 24 into 3 by 2, minus 24 into 3 by 2, 2 12s, minus 36, minus 36, minus 36 minus 18 will give you minus 54, 3 by 2 into minus 54 into 3 by 2 gives you minus 81. Okay, since 3 by 2 is the root of the given equation, you will get the remainder as 0 as usual. Now, fx can be written as, what is f of x? F of x is this, is it not? F of x is equal to 8x cube minus 36x square minus 18x plus 81. Okay. Now, f of x can be written as, what is f of x? X minus 3 by 2 into, write this, minus 54 is constant, minus 24 is the coefficient of x, and this is the coefficient of x square. 8x square minus 24x minus 54. This is f of x. Now we have to solve this, we can solve this. If you solve this quadratic equation, that is all. You will get the roots, is it not? So let us solve this quadratic equation. 8x square minus 24x minus 54 is equal to 0. So if you divide this by 2, 4x square minus 12x minus 27 is equal to 0. 27 into 4 gives you 9 into 12, 9 into 3 into 4, 3 into 3 into 3 into 4. 4 3 is 12, 12 into 9. So 27 into 4. Into 36 into 3, no. So you have to get 12, is it not? So 27 into 4, 3 into 3 into 3 into 2 into 2. Okay. Now 9 to the 18 into 6. 18 minus 6 is 12. So this gives you 4x square minus 18x plus 6x minus 27 is equal to 0. This implies 2x is common, 2x minus 9 plus 3 is common, 2x minus 9 is equal to 0. 2x minus 9 is common, 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. This implies 2x minus 9 is equal to 0 or 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. This implies x is equal to 9 by 2 or x is equal to minus 3 by 2. Okay, so what are the roots now? Roots are minus 3 by 2, 3 by 2 and 9 by 2. Is it not? These are the roots which are in AP. Is it not? అర్థమైందా? ఏపీలో ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి రూట్స్ ఏమి ఈ సంబంధాన్ని తృప్తిపరుస్తుంది. 2 బీటా ఇజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఆల్ఫా ప్లస్ గామా. S1 రాయండి. ఆల్ఫా ప్లస్ బీటా ప్లస్ గామా ఇజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు మైనస్ A1 బై A0. అవునా? మైనస్ ఆఫ్ A1 విలువ ఎంత? మైనస్ 36. సో ప్లస్ 36 అవుతుంది బై 8. దీన్ని 4తో క్యాన్సిల్ చేస్తే 9 by 2 వస్తుంది. సో 3 బీటా విలువ 9 by 2 అయింది. కాబట్టి బీటా విలువ 3 by 2గా వచ్చింది మనకి. దీని తర్వాత ఒక మూలం ఆల్రెడీ మనకు తెలుసు కాబట్టి ఇది క్యూబిక్ ఈక్వేషన్, 3వ తరగతి సమీకరణం, ఘనపు సమీకరణం కాబట్టి ఈ 3 by 2 చేస్తే మనకు ఒక వర్గ సమీకరణం వస్తుంది. 3 by 3 సింథటిక్ సంక్షిప్త భాగాహారం చేస్తే మనకి ఒక వర్గం సమీకరణం, ఒక విభక్తంగా ఒక వర్గ సమాసం వస్తుంది. ఎలా వచ్చింది? 3 by 2తో చేస్తే ఇది ఎప్పుడు 0నే పెట్టుకుంటాము. 8 plus 0 8 అయింది. 8 into 3 by 2 12. 12 minus 36 minus 24. Minus 24 into 3 by 2 minus 36. ఇది రెండు కలిపితే వచ్చేది minus 54. మైనస్ 54 ఇంటూ 3/2 మైనస్ 81. ఈ 3/2 మూలం కనుక మనకి శేషం సున్నానే వస్తుంది. ఇప్పుడు వర్గ సమాసం ఏమొచ్చింది మనకి 8x² మైనస్ 24x మైనస్ 54. ఈ వర్గ సమీకరణాన్ని కనుక మనం సాధించినట్లయితే వచ్చే మూలాలు కలిపి 3 మూలాలు మనకు వచ్చినట్లే అవుతుంది. వర్గ సమీకరణానికి 2 మూలాలు ఉంటాయి. ఆ 2 మూలాలు మనం కారణాంకాలుగా విభజించి 2 మూలాలు కనుక్కోవడానికి మనం సమీకరణాన్ని కారణాంకాలుగా విభజించాము. కారణాంకాలు ఎలా విభజించాము? 4 ఇంటూ 27. 27 ఇంటూ 4ని కారణాంకాలుగా చేస్తే 18 ఇంటూ 6. సో 4x² మైనస్ 18x ప్లస్ 6x మైనస్ 27. దీని కారణాంకాలుగా చేస్తే మనకి x విలువ 9/2 లేదా మైనస్ 3/2. అంటే ఈ 2 మూలాలుగా వచ్చినాయి మనకి. అవునా? సో మొత్తం మూలాలు ఏంటి? మైనస్ 3/2, 3/2, 9/2. ఓకే, ఇది మనకి ఈ సమీకరణపు మూలాలు అవుతాయి. దీస్ ఆర్ ద రూట్స్ ఆఫ్ ద గివెన్ ఈక్వేషన్. You can do by another method also. I will show you that method also. Is it okay? I think this is the simplest way, but I will show you another method. Okay, let us do that also. Let f of x be equal to 8x cube minus 36x square minus 18x plus 81. Okay. Given that the roots are in AP, let the roots be a minus d, a and a plus d. If you observe, the difference between these two is d, the difference between these two is d. That is why they are in AP. Is it okay? The difference between a minus d. A and a minus d, the difference is d. Okay. Similarly, see the difference between these two, a plus d minus a, which is also d. So these are in AP. The difference is same. Now again the same way we can do the, consider S1. This is alpha, this is beta, this is gamma. So sum of the roots a minus d plus a plus d, which is equal to, what is a naught here? A naught is 8. A1 is minus 36, A2 is minus 18, and A3 is 81. Is it not? Okay. This is equal to minus of A1. A1 is minus 36 by A0. A0 is 8. Again, this is 9/2 because 4 2s 4 9s. Here, minus d and plus d gets cancels. 3a is equal to 9/2. A is equal to 3/2. Again, you can use the same method by synthetic division, or you can do this way. S2. What is S2? A minus d into a plus a into a plus d plus a plus d into a minus d is equal to a2 by a0. A2 is minus 18 by a0 is 8. 2 9s, 2 4s. Okay, this implies what is a? A is 3/2. 3/2 minus d into a is 3/2 plus a is 3/2. 3/2 plus d plus a plus d is 3/2 plus d into 3/2 minus d, which is equal to minus 9/4. So this implies 9/4 minus 3/2d plus 9/4 plus 3/2d plus this is a plus b into a minus b, which gives you a square minus b square. 3/2 whole square minus d square is equal to minus 9/4. This implies plus 3/2d minus 3/2d gets cancels. 9/4 plus 9/4 plus 9/4. 9/4 plus 9/4 plus 9/4 minus d square is equal to minus 9/4. Implies how many 9s are there? 3 9s here. 27/4. Again one 9/4 from the right hand side is equal to d square. This implies 36 by 4 is equal to d square, implies 9 is equal to d square, implies d square is equal to 9, implies d is equal to plus or minus 3. Is it not? Now, we got the roots now. What are the roots? A minus d. A is 3 by 2. D is equal to plus 3 or minus 3. Suppose d is equal to 3. What happens? 3 by 2 minus 3? 3 by 2 and 3 by 2 plus 3. This implies minus 3 by 2 plus 3 by 2 and 9 by 2. Okay. These are in ascending order. If d is equal to minus 3, what happens? 3 by 2, 3 by 2, d is equal to minus 3. I will write here. If d is equal to minus 3, what do you get? The roots are a minus d. A is 3 by 2, minus into minus plus 3, 3 by 2 and a minus a is 3 by 2 minus 3. This implies 9 by 2, comma 3 by 2, comma minus 3 by 2. These are the same roots in the descending order. Here the roots are in ascending order. Roots are same, but the order is different. That's all. Is it not? So what are the roots? Minus 3 by 2, 3 by 2 and 9 by 2. These are the roots which are in AP. Is it okay? Right? Did you understand? Then exercise 4B, second section. 7th, first problem we did just now. This is the 7th, second bit, which you do it as assignment. What is this? Solve. Sorry. This is the 4th problem, second bit. 4th problem, first bit we did. This is 4th problem, second bit. Solve x cube minus 3x square minus 6x plus 8 is equal to 0. Given that the roots are in AP. ఓకే, మూలాలు అంక శ్రేణిలో ఉంటే ఈ సమీకరణాన్ని సాధించండి. ఇది మీరు అసైన్మెంట్ చేయండి. టేక్ దిస్ as assignment and try this problem, which is very easy and important for your IPA. Very easy problem. You just do that. Okay, next let us see the next problem where the roots are in GP. Okay, the roots are related by the geometric progression. Let us see the 5th problem, first bit. What is it? Solve the equation 3x cube minus 26x square plus 52x minus 24 is equal to 0. This is the equation given to you. Solve this. Given that the roots are in GP. What is geometric progression? Let us see. Now, let this be equal to f of x. F of x is equal to 3x cube minus 26x square plus 52x minus 24. A naught is equal to 3. A1 is equal to minus 26. A2 is equal to 52 and A3 is equal to minus 24. Okay. Now, what are the roots? How many roots are there? There are 3 roots. Let the roots be alpha, beta and gamma. Okay. What does GP say? What do you mean by GP? The ratio between the consecutive terms is same. That is, beta by alpha is equal to gamma by beta. And the roots are in GP. Okay. Roots are in GP implies the ratio between the consecutive terms is same. Beta by alpha is equal to gamma by beta అవుతుంది. అవునా? సమీకరణం ఇచ్చారు, దాని మూలాలు ఎలా ఉన్నాయి? గుణశ్రేణిలో ఉన్నాయి. గుణశ్రేణి అంటే ఏంటి? రెండు వరుస పదాల యొక్క నిష్పత్తి సమానంగా ఉంటుంది. ఈ బీటా ఆల్ఫా నిష్పత్తి గామా బీటా నిష్పత్తికి సమానం. కాబట్టి బీటా బై ఆల్ఫా ఇస్ ఈక్వల్ టు గామా బై బీటా. అంటే ఏంటి? బీటా స్క్వేర్ ఇస్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఆల్ఫా గామా. ఇది మూలాల మధ్య సంబంధము. అర్థమైందా? This is the relation between the roots. Now with this relation we have to solve this. Okay. Now write S1 now. What is S1? Alpha plus beta plus gamma, which is equal to minus A1 by A0, minus of minus 26 by A0. A0 is 3. So alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to 26 by 3. This is equation 2. What is S2? Alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is equal to A2 by A0. Okay, A2 is 52, 52 by 3. Right? This implies alpha beta plus beta gamma plus beta square is equal to 52 by 3. This is third relation. Now the last relation is 3. Is the product of roots alpha beta gamma, which is equal to minus of minus 24 minus 24 by 3. So alpha beta gamma is equal to 8. 3 8s are 24, so it is 8. Now what do you know? You know beta square is equal to alpha gamma. So here in place of alpha gamma, you substitute beta square. Okay. So beta into beta square is equal to 8. What does this imply? Beta cube is equal to 8. 8 can be written as 2 cube. So what is beta? It is 2. Beta is 2. Is it not? Now use synthetic division because 2 is the root of the given equation. By synthetic division you can write the, you can get the quotient. So 1 minus 3 minus 6, 8. These are the coefficients. Put a 0 here. 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 into 2 is 2. You will have a minus 1 here if you add these two. Minus 1 into 2 is 2. Minus 6 plus 2 is minus 4. Minus 4 into 2 is minus 8, which gives you 0. You are getting a 0 here because 2 is the root of the given equation. So what is f of x now? F of x can be written as x minus 2 into the quotient. What is the quotient? This minus 4 is the constant minus x. This is the coefficient of x. This is coefficient of x square. Okay. Now if you solve this, if you factorize this, you got through. So x square minus x minus 4 is equal to 0. You will get to the problem if you solve this, is it not? So x square, what are the roots of this? Can you factorize this and do the roots? So use the formula. X is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So x is equal to 1 plus or minus under root 1 minus 1 whole square is 1 minus into minus plus 16 by 2, which is equal to 1 plus or minus root 17 by 2. Is it okay? So the roots are beta is equal to 2. One root is alpha, 1 plus root 17 by 2. The other root is beta, which is 1 minus root 17 by 2. Let us check again. X square minus x minus 4. X is equal to minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac. Okay, 16 plus 1, 17. Right. These are the roots of the, this is gamma. Given equation. Let us check whether this product is equal to this. Beta is equal to 2. Now, using synthetic division, we can find the other two roots. What are the coefficients? 3, minus 26, 52 and minus 24. Okay, 0. This 0 is standard for every problem. This is the procedure. 3 plus 0 is 3. 3 into 2, 6. Minus 20. Minus 20 into 2, minus 40. This gives you 12. 52 minus 40 gives you 12. 12 into 2, 24. And again you will get a 0 because 2 is the root of the equation. Now what is f of x now? F of x is equal to x minus 2 into 3x square minus 20x plus 12. Okay. Now we have to, if we factorize this, we are done. 3x square minus 20x plus 12 is equal to 0. This is the quadratic equation. We have to solve this to get the roots. 12 into 3 is 36. 12 into 3 is 36. 10 into 2. Okay, right? So if you factorize this, 3x square minus 18x minus 2x plus 12 is equal to 0, which implies 3x into x minus 6 minus 2 into x minus 6 is equal to 0. This implies 3x minus 2 into x minus 6 is equal to 0. This implies x is equal to 2 by 3 or 6. Is it not? So what are the roots now? If you look into the roots, 2, 2 by 3, 6. Alpha, beta, gamma, is it not? So 2 by 3, 2, 6. Okay, these are the roots which are in GP. Oh, okay. అర్థమైందా? ఆల్ఫా బీటా గామా 8 అయింది కదా. ఇక్కడ ఆల్ఫా గామా విలువ బీటా స్క్వేర్. ఆల్ఫా గామా విలువ బీటా స్క్వేర్ కి సమానం కాబట్టి బీటా స్క్వేర్ ప్రతిక్షేపించాం. బీటా క్యూబ్ విలువ 8. సో బీటా క్యూబ్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 2 క్యూబ్. బీటా విలువ 2 వచ్చింది. ఈ 2 ఒక మూలం కాబట్టి సంక్షిప్త భాగాహారం ద్వారా మనము వర్గము విభక్తాన్ని కనుక్కుందాం. 3 plus 0 3, 6 3 into 2 6, minus 26 plus 6 minus 20 అవుతుంది. minus 20 into 2 minus 40. ఈ రెండింటిని యాడ్ చేస్తే మనకి 12 వస్తుంది. 12 into 2 24. ఇది 0. 0 ఎందుకు వచ్చింది ఇక్కడ? 2 మూలం కాబట్టి వచ్చింది. సో ఎఫ్ ఆఫ్ ఎక్స్ దేనికి సమానం అవుతుంది ఇప్పుడు? x minus 2 into 3x square minus 20x plus 12 కి సమానం అవుతుంది. ఈ వర్గ సమాసాన్ని మనము కారణాంకాలుగా విభజిస్తే మన పని అయిపోయినట్లే. కాబట్టి ఈ వర్గ సమీకరణాన్ని మనము సాధించుదాం. వర్గ సమీకరణాన్ని సాధించాలంటే ముందు మీకు 12 into 3 36కి ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ కారణాంకాలు కావాలి. 18 into 2 తీసుకుంటే మీకు 20 వస్తుంది కాబట్టి 18 2 తీసుకున్నాము. 3x into x minus 6 minus 2 into x minus 6. సో x విలువ ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఎంత వచ్చింది? 2 by 3 6. అంటే ఆల్ఫా బీటా గామా. బీటా ఏమో 2, ఆల్ఫా 2 by 3, గామా 6. దీస్ ఆర్ ద రూట్స్ ఆఫ్ ద గివెన్ ఈక్వేషన్. అవునా? దీని గుణశ్రేణిలో ఉన్న మూలాలు ఏంటి? 2 by 3, 2, 6. దీనికి ఇంకొక మెథడ్ ఉంది. టైం ఉందా? ఓవర్. ఓకే, నౌ యూ జస్ట్ టేక్ వన్ ప్రాబ్లమ్ యాజ్ హోంవర్క్ from the same section. Second bit is there. Do that as assignment. That will be a practice for you, and this is also an important method, important problem, right? Okay, we shall meet in the next class. Thank you, students.